It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The elements here definitely going to be a factor. You're going to have some drop balls playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, you got to minimize them as best you can. That means 100% of your focus has got to be on making the catch, not on what you do afterwards. Look it all the way in first.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against it?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Oh, what a move.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their 1st win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their 1st win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their 1st win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin White in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They go play action with Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get this off to Taylor. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I don't think you got it, son. Yellow.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll check it down to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, Wilson. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try to bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
he did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Patriots! Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Patriots have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the 1st down.
From the 22, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll gain a 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way down to the 29.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.